Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Leal. In this incarnation today, I wanted to talk about the transits on our way to the last eclipse in Taurus. And also, I wanted to talk about a configuration that is going to participate of the day of the eclipse, but I didn't mention in that video because I decided to focus on other things. So, something that I did say yesterday is that the Sun, Mars, and Mercury are in a conjunction right now in Scorpio. So we are having an stellium there. Every time that in astrology we are talking about an stellium, we are saying there are 3 or more planets in the same sign or house. So we are having a lot of concentration of Scorpio energy, which is giving us a lot of power and potency to move forward to where we are feeling cold right now. But also, this is a very emotional energy. And we all know that depending on the way we are we are addressing our emotions can help us to move forward, can paralyze us. And also, if we are acting from this emotionality disconnected from consciousness, and I'm not talking about the rational mind, we could make not the best decisions. So something that we could observe right now is if we are approaching our own path in a very inflexible way, because this is the shadow of Scorpio and of all these planets in Scorpio. And also, if we are attaching ourselves to the ways that we believe Jupiter and Taurus in opposition to these planets, that the path should be. This doesn't mean that we cannot accomplish our desires of the soul. This means that we have to practice, that we should practice to be open to the things turn in a different way than what we expected. And we have to remember us that our power resides in the way that we are perceiving the things outside, in the way we are thinking, in the way we are acting, and also in the way we are addressing our emotions. So this is the configuration I wanted to talk about, because the Sun and Mercury are in this trine with Saturn retrograde in Pisces. Saturn is going to be direct the next week. Mars is a little bit farther away. So this trine is telling us, is helping us in this process. I think it's something very positive. This is a fluid aspect. And Saturn is this planet that is telling us, well, you have to put healthy boundaries in different areas of your life with different situations. And this planet is also talking about responsibility. So this trine is given in signs of water. The responsibility lies here on our emotions. So many times we think as adults that responsibility is about keep going with our lives, and we are feeling like this volcano inside. A volcano is something very Scorpio, very Plutonian too. And that we have to keep doing the things that we have to do without attending those emotions. Or many times we decide to keep all the uncomfortable emotions on the inside. I think it's very important to not project those emotions onto other people. But many times what life is asking from us is to share our vulnerability in order to liberate us from them. So many times when these uncomfortable emotions come to the surface all together, I'm talking about frustration, sadness, anger, fear, they come all together because we didn't give space to them before, maybe because we didn't know how to do it. So the way we are liberating those emotions are, feeling them and in a great connection with the body. This is what the axis Scorpio Taurus is telling us. So if I don't take care of those emotions, if I repress this process or if I am avoiding this process, doing this process, what are coming are the unwanted manifestations on the body, the illnesses, because this is the soul speaking to us and telling us you're not taking care of this. It's very important for you to face these emotions right now. So there are a lot of techniques on trend right now all over the internet, and I am not saying this in a negative way. On the contrary, I don't think that everything that is expanded is something that doesn't serve. And all of these techniques are teaching us how we can liberate these emotions from the body. But something that happened to me when I started to investigate this is that I discovered that many of those things, I did them in a very intuitive way. So the only thing that we need at the end is to hear our body, because the body will tell us exactly what it needs. You know, if we need to walk, if we need to cry, if we need a hug, if we need whatever thing we need. So I think it's very important to create this connection with the body. I think spirituality is about integrating our body, is about integrating our humanity, and also to create a stability in ourselves. Because if we don't create this, if we don't feel comfortable in our own bodies, it's very difficult to move forward, because we are only in a survival mode. It's very difficult to connect to consciousness that way. So we can do this every time that we are feeling it. Many times we only need a couple of minutes, and many times we need to make a real space for us. So I think it's very important to invest this time in ourselves, because this is responsibility actually. So I wanted to leave this message today. Thank you everyone, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.